Got a Fox News alert. Look at these images. A Republican Party headquarters firebombed overnight in North Carolina. And the attack now being called an act of political terrorism. Dallas Woodhouse is the executive director of the North Carolina Republican Party, and he joins us right now, along with his brother on the other side of the aisle, Brad Woodhouse, who is the president of Correct the Record. All right, Dallas, let's start with you, because that was your party headquarters. What do we know about whoever threw that gas through the window?
We don't know anything yet. That is our Orange County headquarters, which is about 40 miles west of Raleigh. It is a total loss inside the building. But the most important thing is we did not have anybody killed.
Yeah.
You know, these offices around election time are occupied around the clock at times. And it's just God's grace that we didn't have anybody injured, and that's the most important thing.
Who do you think's behind it, Dallas?
Bad people. Bad people are behind it, and people who I take it don't like Republicans very much, don't like Governor McCrory or Senator Burr or Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know who's behind it, but they're not very nice people, and they've committed a federal crime.
Surely.
That the ATF are investigating.
They are. You mentioned the governor, Pat McCrory. He said the firebombing is an act of terror on democracy. You'd agree with that, wouldn't you, Brad?
Well, look, I think it was a horrific act. I'll associate myself with Hillary Clinton's tweet. This was a horrific act. It's despicable. It's terrible. It has no place in our politics, and thank God there was no one in there working at the time, and that everyone was, everyone wound up being safe. What I want to associate myself with, Steve, is Donald Trump's tweet. Dallas said,
Here, let me
we
put
don't
it
know
up,
who's
Brad.
behind.
Let me put up the tweet so folks know what you're talking about. Trump tweeted out, animals representing Hillary Clinton and Dems in North Carolina just firebombed our office in Orange County because we are winning. North Carolina GOP. Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. I won't associate myself with that. Even my brother won't go so far as to say that these are supporters of Hillary Clinton or even Democrats. I mean, no one knows who these people are. These could be teenagers. This could be a false flag situation. These could be supporters of Donald Trump. We don't know what this situation is.
Yeah, I mean,
Dallas, I don't think Donald Trump should be speculating that it was supporters of Hillary Clinton.
Well, Donald Trump's not on the air with you this morning.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying that I associate myself with...
It's irresponsible for anybody to speculate who this is, but they're certainly not friends of the North Carolina Republican Party.
Well, you don't know that.
By the way, you can visit our web page. We are trying to help collect money to get this office back up and running for our Orange County folks. That's our NC GOP website. We'll also be updating.
I would add one at a time. Dallas, finish up. Dallas.
I'll just say that you can visit our webpage, the NC GOP webpage. We are collecting donations to help get the Orange County office back up and running. I think my brother was going to point out that there is a Democrat group that is also offered to help raise money.
That's exactly
That's great.
We're assuming that's all on the up and up. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is. I haven't seen anything about it. But we have had people across the aisle reach out, and we appreciate this. And my brother and I are together on this. That this has no place in our democracy. And you may not like Governor McCrory's tax policy, but you shouldn't go blow up a volunteer office over it.
Sure, exactly right.
And what's so ironic about it, Steve, real quickly, is what was going on in that office just hours before this attack are the kinds of ways you should respond. Calling voters, getting sample ballots together, advocating for your causes and beliefs. You didn't advocate for your cause by burning us down over there. You kept us from advocating for ours, but not for long, because we'll be up and running this morning.
We should also point out that in that county, I understand, Democrats outnumber Republicans 5-1, so it's great that the Democrats, Brad, your side is extending the hand to try to get them back in business.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this GoFundMe page that some Democrats set up, and I would encourage people to go to the North Carolina GOP site if that's where they prefer to help these people get back in business, because that is the way democracy should be conducted, not the way it was in this firebombing.
All right. Dallas and Brad Woodhouse, we thank you very much for joining us live.
Thank you for that, Brad.
Thank you.
You bet.